are listening to the Balancing Act podcast. Here's your hosts, Jamie Wonko and Joe Vitale.
Hey, we are officially recording.
Hello, and welcome back to the Balancing Act podcast. I am Jamie Wonko here with Mr. Joseph Vitale. Hello,
Hey.
Mr. Vitale. How you doing?
What's up, Jane? What's up, Miss Wonko? How we doing?
I am doing Wonderbar.
What Wonderbar? Yeah. Well, happy 2026, everyone.
Happy 2026.
I know. How crazy is that to think
Cheers to this glorious year.
about? Yeah, I know, right? Putting 2025 in the past.
It was a banner. It was a banner year at the old Bender house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. So, and maybe in the new year, you're looking for new auto insurance. And if you are, season 3 is brought to you by our presenting sponsor, Teachers Insurance Plan. Check out their website, which is tagged in our episode, to get more information and to get a quote. Teachers Insurance Plan, auto insurance that brings exclusive educator savings and exceptional customer care to New Jersey and Pennsylvania educational employees. Well, here we are. We're back on there. We're back on the horse.
Back in the saddle again.
You know what I think New Year's needs? I mean, besides like Old Lang Syne, it's Old Lang Syne. I mean, there's no songs. Like, are there songs? There should be more like New Year's songs.
Charles Schultz felt the same way.
Charles Schultz. Okay. Explain.
So,
From the Peanuts, Charles Schultz?
Yeah. So
Okay.
Happy New Year, Charlie Brown is everything.
Got it.
Everything and more.
How do I feel like I've never seen Happy New Year, Charlie Brown? I'm not.
I'm sorry if you haven't. I highly recommend it. I think all of the Peanuts are on Apple TV.
Yeah, I think. I think you're right. I don't know if I've ever watched that one.
It's fantastic. Get yourself a bottle of root beer.
Nice.
And sink in for a little, slow, quick, move across the floor. I mean, they learn how to dance.
Okay.
I mean, he's, trying to get with the little red-haired girl. It's a delight.
I just feel like there should be more like New Year's songs. Like I just see like Bruce Springsteen's Happy New Year, baby. I just see like some kind of like, and I'm not a Bruce Springsteen fan. I know. Hot take. I'm a New Jersey person.
Ooh.
Bruce Springsteen doesn't do it for me. I don't know. I'm more of a Billy Joel guy. But yeah, we're here back in 2026. It's exciting to be here again.
I am so happy to be back.
Yeah.
Back to the pod, back to work, back to this new exciting year, although I'm lying.
Yes. So listen,
January is a difficult time for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I have to get my seasonal affective disorder lamp out. And, I do. It's such a difficult time. January to me is the hardest month of the year.
Okay.
Am I freezing, Mr. Vitale?
You did just freeze just a bit there.
Okay.
Are you hooked into your new? See, Jamie's been having some internet issues as we've been working
Connectivity
through.
issues, people. Yes, and
Connectivity
also
issues.
you're freezing for me like every 15 seconds.
Oh, okay.
That's why I asked you. Like, because I can't see myself freezing.
No, and I'm not freezing at all. Are you? You must have internet connectivity issues.
Darn it.
Darn
Yeah.
it.
So January to me is the longest, most difficult. It's the Monday of the year, and it can be a really rough go. So I am going to try to really tackle this month with as much grace for myself as possible, because to me, it's just, I have to just get through it. And then there's something beautiful and mysterious about February. And I love all the decorations and pink and reds and all the things for Valentine's Day. So for this January, we are just going to say it's so much fun to get through January.
I like it.
Yes. But what I wanted to do is a little bit of a year in review for us to kind of look back.
I think that would be a great idea.
Look at the shoulder move. Look at the shoulder move back.
Oh, lean back. Okay. Was little lean back, rock away. Okay.
I remember that song. Oh yeah. Man, Jason loved that song.
Okay.
And just kind of talk about 2025.
Yeah. Before we do though, let's make one quick comment about 2026.
Okay.
This might be one of the biggest year of like our parenting lives, right? Because we're literally like we've taken you on a journey so far as our listeners where, our kids are still deciding what are they going to do, where are they going to go, what's the college and all the things and the majors and all that stuff. And it is an exciting time, but it is also very melancholy to think about. And I think you've often said, right, that you're preparing your children to live without you, not to live with you, right? Like to see I don't know if that was the exact quote.
Really? Because I want my kids to never leave me. So I
well,
don't know. Was that my quote?
I don't. I think it wasn't it yours? And not yours, or like it was from something.
If I said it, I lied.
Yeah.
I never want them out of here. Just kidding.
No, it's amazing to see the young adults that they're becoming, and it's going to be a big journey for us as we continue through this in 2026. It's going to be a big year for us, for our families, for our kids, and although there is change upon the horizon, it is still exciting to think about what that journey is going to look like, and we don't know what that journey is going to look like. So it's kind of like being able to take it slow and really, you can't
TBD.
Yeah, you can't hit the pause button on life, but it's definitely something I want to be more aware and present for. So
it's pretty crazy for you guys because you're like an all in, all out at the same time sort
of
situation, So I still have my younger ones, but the the definite reality, I think, of us, even as parents entering this phase of teenager, parenting teenagers, is that you're like back with your spouse a lot, like just the two of you.
Yeah.
And there's, that can be like really awesome. And then also like a little bit strange sometimes. But the idea of like all these things that are going to be coming up for the kids with, the prom and yearbook and Europe, like there's so much cool stuff for them that I'm really excited.
Yeah. And we've planned some little trips individually as a family. Now that we're back into it, my wife and
you mean subgroups,
yeah, my wife and my wife and son went to the Winter Classic hockey game in Miami, which was on January 2nd. So that was very fun for them. And I'm taking my daughter to Orlando in May. We're going to go to a little Star Wars thing together because she's my resident Star Wars nerd. As much as my son likes it, my daughter is all in and loves and knows more about it than I do. And something we've always wanted to do. So, isn't the only time we're going to be able to do that, but we figured let's enjoy some experiences, separately, but together, you know what I mean? So there's some exciting things happening. And, like you were saying, the prom and them going to Europe together and all those fun things that they're going to experience. It's exciting.
Yeah,
it's exciting.
Graduation.
It's melancholy and it's exciting. And it's something that I'm looking forward to, but at the same time, you kind of don't want it to end. So, it's exciting to think about what it's going to look like.
Savoring. We're going to savor it.
Yeah. Savor.
We're going to savor it.
That's a good one. All right. So anyway, we're about to go into a wrap of 2025, right? But we definitely wanted to comment on the journey that we're going to be on in 2026 because it's something we'll be talking about on the show. So
2026, when they were born and, I remember probably not like in infancy or anything like that, but I do remember like going when the kids started kindergarten. And there was like a lot of people who would do, or even pre-K, and they would do like those giant T-shirts, which were basically just like men's like large T-shirts. Yeah. And they would write like they had like the year of the high school graduation, like the 2026 on the shirt. And then each year the kid would put the shirt on, year after year. I never did that.
No,
I've seen people do it. It's super cute, but it's also like, it's sort of this abstract idea of like 2026, back in 2008.
Oh, yeah.
And now that it's here, it's pretty crazy. I was watching a TV show the other day, and the show was like one of those where like the show ended and it went immediately into something else that I had not chosen to watch. And it was like an alien cartoon of the future.
Oh, okay.
And the people were living on another anyway. And it was like, it is the year 2030. And like the idea of like, I mean, it clearly had to be from like the 50s or 60s of the 19s, but it was just so wild. Like that's what they thought was going to be happening in 2030. And it was like, oh my goodness.
What's also funny to think about is like when, sometimes you see these memes online and it's like, if Back to the Future were to happen today, they would travel back to 1995. And I'm like, damn it. No, 1995 was yesterday. We can't talk about that. When the music was better and everything was good and there was no internet and we just did things and had fun.
I saw one the other day that said, like, I think the cure to perimenopause is like, I just need. So it was basically like a list of things from the 90s, like smell sunflowers perfume. Like, it's just like all the relatable things. And it was like, and another one that said the scent of the 90s. Like, when I smell this, it smells like the 90s, which was a little offensive to me because I only stopped wearing it a couple of years ago. Tommy Girl.
Or there was the other one that
Tommy Girl was my signature fragrance for years and years.
I think it was a recent commercial for like a wrinkle cream. And it was Donna Martin and David Silder from 90210, right?
Yes.
And it showed like the two of them like in love, and like Donna Martin is like about to propose to him or something. I don't know I don't remember the exact premise of the commercial, but all of a sudden you see like the TV clip, and then like a modern person walks in front of them in the screen and is like, well, if you enjoyed this original scene from the 1990s, it's time to apply your wrinkle cream. And I just thought it was the greatest, greatest advertisement ever.
It's time for some retinol, people. If you know that Donna Martin graduates, then you know it's time for a night cream. It's true.
Anyway,
do you do skincare routine or?
No, I don't. I just have a cleanser I use after I shave, and just some I try to SPF even in the wintertime. I have like a face lotion that I put on after I shave, or every time after I shower, just a little something, but I don't have anything specific that I put on my skin or hair.
I've been trying to encourage Jason, listeners, that's my husband, and I've been trying
he is in the sun a lot. He does SPF, which is very good. But
I'm trying to encourage him to do a nighttime routine, and he's extremely resistant to it.
Yeah, it would be good. As we get older, our skin gets, thinner and grosser. But
yeah, interesting.
Yeah. No, but we don't. Maybe we'll need to talk about skincare routines eventually. Okay.
Oh, I was like, I'm trying to be crazy about it. Just a couple of steps. Trying to encourage him, like, hey, let's do this together. Let's get into the 2026 routine here, pal. But we'll see. I'm working on it still with him.
I think you should. I think if you are
approaching 50, yeah.
We all, 2026, the year of 50, another milestone for me this year. It's just a lot going on.
We're only a few months away from that big B day.
Actually, 50 though, Mr. Wonko, as you're listening, not 59, as you 50. Whatever you think I am. Yeah.
50, 50, 50.
I know.
Nifty and 50.
I know. I don't feel like it. I go and I play pickleball, and I play with some younger guys because pickleball's all the rage, and I played tennis all my life and I miss it, but the tennis court's too big for me now. But
it's so nice that they have that option.
Yeah, but there's like some it's fun, it's great, it's competitive, it's awesome, and there are times when I play against guys that are in their 20s and they're like, all right, good shot, sir. And I'm like, son of a bitch, am I sir now? I am. I'm sir now. But I try and hold my own with the younger guys. My mind says I'm 25. My left knee does not. So
you go to the pickler?
No, what is it called? What is it called? Pickleball HQ. It's a place in there is one down by LBI by our house called
the Pickler.
They'll call the Pickler. There's all sorts of indoor places.
It cracks me up every time. I'm like, you used to be a Bed Bath and Beyond Pickler.
You did used to be a lot of ex Bed Bath and Beyonds are turning into pickleball places. But
I think it's great.
I got to be honest with you. I go in there on a Friday night or into the whenever I go. It is packed. I mean, packed.
Is it like golf? They just pair you up with randos?
Yeah, you can go in with a partner. I have a few friends that play, but it doesn't really work out. But I just decided, what, I'm gonna go, and you get paired up with a partner. You can play singles, but I'm not good enough to play singles.
Fun fact, balancers: Joe has his own case for his pickleball racket.
Oh, I have like a bag the thing goes in.
Hey, if he doesn't do anything halfway.
Yeah,
okay?
If you're gonna do it right.
Equipment, having the proper equipment, it's very important to have.
Yeah, it's very important.
Yeah.
So you just show up and you put your paddle like on a fence. You just put it in like one. It's like a chain link fence. So you put it in one of the holes and it sits there, and you basically there's a line, and whoever the two paddles are, that's who you play with. So whoever it is, that's who it is, and you join up and you play against other people, and then winners stay on, losers come off. It's very competitive, but it's also fun. Like it's meant to be like, it's a good environment. It's a competitive environment. It's nice I love the competition. So anyway, that's part of me being an old person and trying to feel like I'm still young. So, all right. So what are we wrapping on 2025 there, girl? What are we going to talk about?
All right. So we're going to be focused on the pod here.
Yeah.
And talk about our year in review for the Balancing Act podcast.
Alrighty.
Our beloved passion project.
Yes.
And I'm going to ask you, you do a lot of the vetting of our guests.
Yes.
So what qualities do you look for when picking guests?
I'm glad you asked that. So a lot of times the first thing I do is I say, hey, what do you think of this person? I talk to my co-host, that'd be you.
Yes.
And a lot of times it's just, looking through social media and seeing what resonates with me. Because I know that you and I think alike in regards to what we think about teaching, parenting, the classroom. And there are a lot of people out there in those spaces that, have put some stuff out there. Like, for example, Courtney Varner, who's been on our show, right? Hi, it's me, Miss V. I absolutely love just about everything she posts on the internet, like the memes that she posts and things about cheese, and like she's hysterical. But the thing that drew me to her in the very beginning, that I went to a deep dive through her social media, was she did this thing where if I died, what middle schoolers would do at my funeral. And she put like a hood over her head, and she put the pimple stickers on her face, and she would lean over the casket and be like, do you have a Chromebook charger? Or like somebody would open up a bag of Takis and like start chewing them. And I was roaring because it was just hysterical. Yeah. So, but then when I looked through some of her social media, I saw that a lot of the things she did that were like humorous were not to like make fun of students, but were like, here's what it's really like. And I want to make sure that we have people on our show that can kind of really tell us, like, reinforce what we feel already in the classroom. And these are people from all over the country, right? It doesn't matter where you are. A middle school kid is a middle school kid is a middle school kid, right? Yes. They're all doing the same things. 6-7 is still all the rage. Okay.
I hope we leave that in 20. I hope we left that in 2025. I think it's making its way.
Yeah, I think it's making its way. I think we're doing a good job killing it because, we a few weeks ago I played Celebrate by Kool and the Gang as everyone was coming in the room, celebrate good times, come on. So everybody's coming in the room and I'm playing this song. I'm like, all right, I'm going to take attendance. And I just hit play and it's playing in the background and like nobody's really doing anything. And they're all looking and they're like, what? Why is this on? And I'm like, just playing the song. And I'm like, congratulations. You guys made it. The 67th day of school. And like, cause I was like, and I counted because I was out to dinner the weekend before. And one of the kids was like, oh, my entire school is Tom's River. It was like Monday's the 67th day of school.
Yeah. People made shirts and
Like, and I was like, is it the 67th day of school for us? But with days off and in services and stuff like that, it wasn't. And turned out it was like that Wednesday. So I was like, all right, I'm going to do this whole elaborate plan and do something. But yeah, so I think that we're in the process of killing it because now that we're like, oh, it's so cool. I'm going to do 6-7 too. And I'm like an old person. Yeah. Like, that's why I say and do the things I do because eventually it will die. Yeah. But no, I try to look for guests that are going to resonate with us and think the same way that we do. A lot of times it's people that I already have relationships with. In the example of like Merv Lapus, who's been on the show. Who's somebody that I talked with and bounced some ideas off of. He works for Common Sense Media, but he's just an overall, phenomenal person, right? And just somebody who I really enjoy, but I know that he has this very strong background in like the classroom and social media and, technology and all things that we talk about often. So it's good to get somebody who's a quote unquote expert on the subject as well. So, that's what I look for. I look for people that are going to add value to our show and are going to speak to our guests in a way that they're going to say like, hey, we're not alone in this. There's other people that feel the same way.
Yes. And I think we also usually where we agree and where we intersect on our feeling about guests is that we don't mind if people are gonna, Courtney has such a great outlook of like, if you're not laughing, you shouldn't be doing this job. If you can't find some way to enjoy and celebrate with the kids every day, then you should reevaluate what it is that you're doing, right? But I think what we like to do is have people that are enthusiastic about education and also are very much interested in not just complaining, but taking things that are true, serious areas that need improvement in education and then really wanting to try to fix them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I think that all is, definitely something that goes into the selection process for the guests.
Yeah. And
all right. Next question.
Yeah. Next question.
All right.
Am I asking one of you or are you asking one of me? Are we going back and forth?
You can ask one for me.
Okay. Was there any guest that we were having on that you were nervous about having on the show? Like nervous to interview?
Anybody that I was nervous to interview?
Yeah.
Like butterfly style?
Yeah, like butterfly style.
Huh. Not really.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, no.
It's more excitement than it is nervousness, I think.
It's very exciting.
Yeah.
There may or may not have been a couple of times when I didn't have time to do my homework properly. So I was more nervous about making sure that I had enough background information to ask questions and, have the right sorts of responses. But I wouldn't say nervous. Definitely like somebody that fires me up is Tyler Tarver, and his excitement and energy is so much fun to have. So I wouldn't say nervous, like, oh no, more so just like the excitement of it. And I think, and also it's like, oh boy, how am I wrangling these two men who have very similar energy? So that is definitely a person that is like, oh no, what's happening? Focus people,
Yeah, we are definitely
always a great talk.
We are like, cats with a string, where it's like, oh, shiny object. And we're, but not only, I will take that compliment and wear it as a badge of honor because I find him to be not only someone who's high energy, but also is just incredibly knowledgeable in what he does. And I'm going to say it again. If you're not following Dr. Tarver on any of the social media platforms, you absolutely should be. And 99% of all the things that he produces, the forms, the Google sites, the slides, it's all free. Like he does this stuff because like, I'm a teacher, you're a teacher. That's not on Teachers Pay Teachers. Like he's got like a paid portal that you can go through. That's got a hell of a lot more stuff on it. And if you're really looking for like AI content or stuff like that, great resource. But a lot of the stuff he has is free. And you could just download it, make a copy, change it, edit it, make it yours. He's like, hey, you do whatever you want with this. I'm putting it up there for you. And that's what I love too, is I love finding people that are not just advocates, but are champions for teachers in the classroom. I think that's a huge thing as to why we have those people on the show.
Is there any particular topic that you chose to stay away from this year?
Yeah, I think there were some political topics.
Yes.
I don't want to speak too much politically, but in the state of New Jersey, there was a very, hotly contested governor's race between Mikey Sherrill and Jack Citarelli. I had personal opinions about Jack Citarelli as a candidate, but more about his stance on what he wanted to see for public education. I think it would have done a disservice to our public schools. I personally thought that an educator who casted their vote for Jack Citarelli maybe didn't do all of their homework. I'm not trying to speak ill about anybody's political choices, but I know in our profession that I don't think he was the best choice for the job. So we had other people we wanted to have on. And then once I found out that like they were staunch supporters of him, I was like, I don't know if that's the right place or space for those people to be in. Our show really isn't for that. We try and stay neutral as much as possible.
Yes.
But we also want to, we advocate for teachers and we talk about like what's best for teachers in the classroom. So we can't do that if we're, those dialogues might be good, but I didn't know what direction those shows would go in. So there were times where you do a little deeper dive on someone that you're looking to have on the show and you're like, I don't know, maybe the right time is later, but it definitely wasn't during like a political cycle, which is very divisive. So.
Yes. And our governor-elect Mikey Sherrill is getting ready to be sworn in. Yes.
Yeah. Very soon.
Very soon.
Yeah. So that'll be good to see, what plans she wants to put in place.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Do
My turn.
you Oh, I keep forgetting going back and forth. Do you um nope, I don't want to do that one. What is one mistake that you made this year and what did you learn from it?
So should this be in podcasting?
It can be in podcast. Sure, it can be in podcasting or like any of our podcast related things, our social media, any of that stuff.
Yeah, so I'm still trying to figure out that this is good. There's so many different nuances of things that they are like, oh, do this, but don't do that, and then try this, and then don't try that. So, as far as mistakes, I would say I'm still learning how to master Meta business. The part of Meta for businesses that is, I didn't go to college for marketing, right? So
Nope.
a lot of these things we're just learning as we go. And so but it's also the titles that are involved in naming the show. Yes, because and I've spoken to this before. Anyone that's ever listened to the show knows I love podcasts and I listen to as many as my time. Well, I mean, some of them I listen to like on 1.7 speed so that my new car actually has like a little turtle if you want to slow it down. And then it has it's
that's
really
cool.
cute. So I try to as fast as possible
Can't
so
do
that
it.
I can listen to more. And actually just started following someone who talked about like signs that you are a fast or slow processor of information. He's a really good follow. Anyway, and how fast, you can kind of take information in. I can't figure out what makes a good title or correct title or an interesting title or the right title or capital letters or lowercase. I'm very confused still about all that. So for January, for this 2026, I am going to pump up my seasonal affective disorder lamp. I'm going to put on my sunglasses. It does look like the surface of the sun because I'll use that all this whole month when I'm getting ready in the morning. And I will just blast it at my face. And I will also try to figure out how to make better titles. Yeah. What do you think, Mr. Vitale? What about you? What's your answer to that same question?
I think I don't really have a specific answer because
would it be interrupting me? Interrupting me for 400, Alex. No.
Come on. Now you're giving me a complex here. Yeah, I'm awful at that, by the way. Which I know is something I need to work on, and my wife tells me that all the time. That's part of like everybody wants to get their ideas in, and that's the ADHD in me. So if I do that on the show, people, and it annoys you, know that it's something that I'm working on. And I apologize to my
and if any of the listeners
esteemed
have said,
co-host,
Jamie, Joe interrupts you a lot.
No one has ever told me that.
No one ever told Joe.
Yeah.
Joe, it's an intervention.
Yes, it's an intervention. We're called you here for this meeting. No, we try not to.
I know it's so hard because you can get excited and then you want to have a turn and all the things.
It is by no means to what is the word I'm looking for here? It's by no means
no ill intent in it.
There's no ill intent in it, but also it's by no means to like slight your opinion.
No.
Because I think that you add, a incredible amount of value to what we do. So, there's that, and I think I'm still trying to learn, in regards to the editing process, how to make sure that I can do this in the most efficient way possible. We have a certain number of files that I don't want to go through the minutia of everything, but we have a certain number of files that we need to upload every week and make sure that they're done and completed and downloaded and how things get uploaded and put into things, which I think is something that eventually I can tackle.
Yeah.
But that's what, our friends at Human Content help us with.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to make sure that I do that as efficiently as possible, because I always, not that I feel pressure, but I want to get the episode into your hands to listen to make our audiogram clips, to listen to things as quickly as possible, because I know that your time is valuable too. So I want to make sure that gets done in a timely enough manner so we can get things taken care of. This is like some of the behind the scenes stuff. Like, for those of you that don't know, I reach out to the guests and focus on our schedule, our recording schedule, and do our editing and uploading and getting all that stuff ready for release. And then Jamie is listening to the episodes, creating some documents that we need, as well as doing the social media part of this. So like the team is us.
And I have to say, we really enjoy it. I do. I mean, I do. I don't always, sometimes people will say like, oh, do you make money? Is it, and I feel like I have gotten more out of this as a passion project of something to really throw my energy into. And I think it's very similar to teaching in that way. It doesn't always equal, but you can certainly get, I feel like it really definitely fills my cup. I mean, like there is so much that I get from the people and the interviews and the learning new things and the challenges and all of that is really, I love it. And
and there's, and there I go interrupting you. There are things that we do, trying to find sponsors and creating content on social media, both for our sponsors and to grow our social media platform, and things that we've learned along the way in regards to like people who want long form content like a podcast might not want short form content like stuff on social media. And so like our listenership and how it grows does not exponentially equal to how our social media grows. So we're treating them as two separate parts of a brand that we're trying to work on. Because our ultimate goal, once again, is to get advice out there and to help as many teachers as we can.
Yes. And we really do genuinely feel like if it's helping us, it's helping other teachers. And that is, the ultimate goal from the very beginning.
I learn things from this all the time.
Yeah.
Things that I approach.
Yes. So how about, is there a guest that surprised you with an unexpected answer or perspective?
I do. Our interview with Courtney White that we did about a 4-day school week, I would have expected more. I'm glad to hear. Let me put it this way. I'm glad to hear, because what I was worried about hearing from her was that this was a rushed process to go to a 4-day school week. I am glad to hear that they took their time. They surveyed the parents. They talked about what it was going to look like. They had a good year of lead up into going into everything.
Yes.
And I felt not that was like her perspective, but I'm very glad and happy that that was her experience, because I feel that in making a change like that, you have to make sure that you have buy-in from everyone and not just your staff members. It has to be from like students need to understand why the change is happening. Legislators need to understand why the change is happening, and the big move of going from instructional days to instructional minutes. Like that, there was some very good work, I think, that was done in regards to putting together the plan to go to a 4-day school week. So, and again, not that it was her perspective on the matter, but I thought that it was very interesting to see that, like, I felt that was done right. And that might not be everybody's experience in that district,
right?
But I felt that, like, surveying the parents, talking to about what it's going to look like, preparing them for what it's going to look like. Here's what the child care is going to be like. Here's how much it's going to cost. Like, all of those plans were put in place before they rolled something out. And I'm not saying that
it was smart. I think it was smart. And even the backup plans for not backup, but the plans for what do you do with your kids on the day that school is closed.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
terrific.
And businesses started opening up, and this started, like, I hope those conversations were had. Like they talked to, the local gymnastics place and the basketball, the rec center that has a basketball thing. Like, do you guys have things available? Because it's not only an avenue for kids to get in your facility, but it can be a way for you to increase your revenue as well. So I think it helps the community in a wide variety of ways. So I thought that it was very interesting to me. I really wanted to hear how that went. We were looking for somebody for a while.
Yes.
Because we had heard and read articles and all that stuff about schools going to a 4-day week. So we really wanted to find somebody that was in it. Yes. And Courtney was a great a lot of Courtneys on the show.
She's fantastic. And it must be the age, like are there a lot of Courtneys in their 30s, right? Yeah. I thought that she had just such great energy. I really liked that. And she's such a great follow online. I really enjoy what she posts and the things that she's doing. And she's a mom with 3 little kids. I mean, there's just,
Yeah.
a
And
lot.
all of the people that we have on the show, what's really great is, we try to tell them, like, please publicize, send it out to your own listeners, repost the stuff that we need. Like, if I reached out to like Courtney specifically because her episode did really well, I was like, hey, this clip that you did is getting a lot of traction, especially because like she had an article that she was on todayshow.com. She was quoted in an article. And then like I said, like, hey, let's put some clips back out from your episode and push people back to it, because there's so much in there that is also going to talk about that article. So anyone that's looking at that article, if they want to hear more about your journey and what it's like to work in a 4-day school week, we can put you in, put that episode out there too. And she's like, absolutely, let's do that. So it's great to see, we love when our guests work to help publicize the show for themselves and for our own listeners too.
Right.
So,
and for everybody, teachers supporting teachers for sure.
Are there any topics that you are excited about going over this year? Anything that you'd like us to talk about?
Looking forward in 2026?
Yeah, like specifically like show topics that we maybe have discussed, or
yes,
or anything.
I am very
I think we should
excited.
Talk about blah blah blah.
For Joe's big birthday celebration, the Petty Party, Petty Patrol is coming back. Right, we're gonna have like a.
Is Grind Up Gears coming back? Oh, you broke up on me. I'm sorry.
So, yes, what grinds my gears is coming back for Joe's birthday. And I'm interested to hear like what our kids, when we circle back to, I'd love to talk to Jen again, college counselor, and kind of talk about like, my biggest question is like, Jen, do you have any advice for how do you make the decision now that there are like financial aid on the table or scholarship offers on the table, and guiding through that? That's like a whole other weeding through situation that I'm unfamiliar with.
We're still waiting on, both you and I have kids that have schools that our kids are waiting on to hear from before they make a decision. But I will say that they have gotten into schools that they didn't think they would get into, as well as schools that they knew that they would get into, not to sound arrogant, right? There are schools like, we know they're going to get in there. They have the grades, they have the numbers, we've looked at the whatever, and then you get like this much money and that much money and this much money, and they're figuring it out like, all right, well, what's the best thing to do? Like, I don't know what that is. So,
and I remember her saying, do not apply to a school that you don't want to go to.
Yeah.
And that was good advice for sure, because then you get an offer, which I didn't listen to, and we did it. And so there is like one school that it's kind of like, well, you don't really want to go there, but now you got in there and they offered you money. But it's sort of like, well, that school really isn't on the table because you don't really want to go there. But, waiver codes, sometimes the waiver codes get the best of you, and, you just like, kind of send it out, and why not? But
check off the box.
So that I would really like to, and then of course, you and I had discussed briefly, like, maybe there's an episode somewhere with, like, maybe don't say that, like, maybe, right?
Yeah,
I don't know how we make an episode of that, but like, maybe
we're gonna not talk about that one yet, because Jamie and I are of the ilk where we've worked long enough in our career, and we're old. I'm old. Jamie's not.
Same. I am old. Not for the club, but
it's like, screw it. Just say it. Like we can do that. Not in a rude way,
right?
But in a way where it's like, we can say it, because but you know what? You can't say it. Like I can say it, but you can't say it.
You can't say it.
And there's a reason why I can say it and you can't say it. We want to talk about that reason. So that's going to be an episode that I'm looking forward to. I'm also looking forward to, if you don't mind me tagging in.
Yes.
We are going to probably talk about, I think in March, we're going to have a tech reset month, a little theme that we're going to do where we have some guests. So we're going to break from our normal pattern, and we're going to have some guests on every week where we're going to be talking about a number of different things. The walk back of technology in regards to the Chromebooks. We're going to talk about, Australia recently had a
TikTok.
A law that was passed that if you are under the age of 16, you cannot access social media.
Oh, that's right. Social media in general.
Yeah,
TikTok,
which we talked about in my classroom, and students were like
appalled.
I found it almost split where many were like, I wouldn't mind that.
Wow.
Because there are, I have 7th grade, you have 8th grade. The kids are a
Yeah.
little bit younger. There's kids
Yeah.
that are not on it because their parents
Don't let
just
them.
don't want them, don't let them, which I
Yeah.
think is a big part of it. But I was interested to see about a government legislating what that looks like. I'd love to get someone from Australia on the show to talk about it. Haven't had any luck, so that's one of those things like we've been trying. But
Yeah,
like
and
that's something that
and to
I'm looking
add,
forward to.
if any of our listeners, call to action,
Yeah,
attention.
call to action.
If any of you have any guests or topic ideas that you would like to hear, please let us know. And we would be so happy to pursue any of your leads, anything that you would like us to discuss. We would be very happy to do that.
Absolutely. Well,
Yes.
one of our traditions that we've done the last time.
Oh, wait.
Is our word of the year. No, we don't want to do that yet. Okay.
Wait. Before we do
Sure.
word of the year, because that'll be our finale. Before we do word of the year, did you have a standout guest for 2025?
Did I have a standout guest for 2025?
Did you have? I hate to say favorite, but if
All right.
let's say it at the same time, because I have one.
I don't think we're. I think
You
it's
don't think
going
we're
to
gonna
be.
be the
I
same
think it's
person?
going to be different.
Okay.
And it's going to be.
Ready?
This one's going to be challenging.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
New Jersey
Santorelli.
Convention. See, I love Santorelli. She's awesome.
Yes.
But like that episode we did at the teachers convention, I know
But
it
that's
was
hard. That's
it's
not
hard because it's
that's
multiple
not an
guests.
episode. That's the interview.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Well,
it's hard because like I really loved the conversation we had there with Nick Ferroni about like it was such a great talk.
and
Just
Jamie Centrella, I hope I'm not saying her name wrong.
Yeah.
Well, I loved her comments from that episode as well.
Yeah, like there was just so many like
it was electric. It was an electric episode for sure.
I have to pick that episode as like if so far like that's the best
the
work
one you're most proud of. Yeah.
That I'm most proud of for you and I think that was something great that we did, but also it was just so like inspiring and interesting and hearing from all these different people from all these different districts across the state of New Jersey and about how passionate they are about teaching and the things that they want to see happen that are awesome. I mean, don't get me wrong, Noelle Santorelli is awesome. My Diet Coke buddy.
I just carry her with me. Like her voice is in so many of the things that I do and so much of the like what I think about that I find her to be so influential. So if I had to separate like, maybe the person that I feel like had the greatest influence on me from the interviews, it would be her. And the best episode, hands down, convention.
Yeah. That's why it was hard for me to like put that together.
I gotcha.
So yeah.
All right. So should we drum roll onto our word of the year?
I mean, we should. Let's do it. Last year, mine was value. I wanted to do things that added value to my life, which I did. I also removed some things that did not have value to my life, which I thought I did a decent job of. If I was to give myself a grade, I'd probably give myself a B. I think that there's always room for improvement. But I felt like it went well. And yours was again.
Hold on, wait. I have a prop.
Oh, you have a prop.
So my word of 2025 was worth. And I'm holding up to the camera.
That's right.
Yes, I was gifted this really amazing bracelet that I wore throughout the year with my word of 2025 on it. And that really came from, is it worth it? Is it worth my time? Is it worth my energy? And that I have to say, I genuinely repeated that all year long. So I feel like 100% dedicated to worth. Not that I didn't have some missteps of things that were like nonsense, but also worth. Is it worth it? Let me work it, put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. It was like all the,
All right. So
here we go.
Ladies first, what is your word for the year?
Well, my word for 2026 is a word that you and I both enjoy using quite a bit. We have used it sometimes to describe ourselves, but in really tribute to the big year of having, a high school graduate coming up and also sending my baby girls off to high school. My word for 2026 is delight.
Love it.
I would like to delight in all of the joys. I would like to delight in the accomplishments. I want to delight in the small, delicious little things that come with the magic of every day. And I want to delight in them instead of rush through or worry or, any of that. So I'm going to work on the delight.
Very nice. Mine, I've chosen to go with, and I not a difficult time, but I was like, can I struggle? Because I'm on the struggle bus. No. Well, you always want to keep it positive. Mine is onward. And the reason I've chosen that is because I realize I need to do a better job of putting things behind me. So I need to move onward from things that, I do have this tendency to get, I don't want to say, I would say stuck, sometimes to a point where it affects me in my decision making. So I want to make sure that, I move onward past things, especially things that I can't control. Also, I want to make sure that I like the journey that we're going to go on, is it is going to happen with or without me. So I might as well move onward on that journey and enjoy it as I do. So that's what I'm focusing on this year.
So onward and delight.
I mean, and we are delight. I mean,
we are delight.
Yeah, we are delight.
Of course and a delight. Onward.
Yeah. Onward.
I love it. And you know what else is a delight?
Yeah. Segue.
Season 3, as we are now, into our second half of season 3. Season 3 is brought to you by our presenting sponsor, Teachers Insurance Plan. Check out their website for more information and to get a quote. Teachers Insurance Plan, auto insurance that brings exclusive educator savings and exceptional customer care to New Jersey and Pennsylvania educational employees. And pretty soon, my little commercial is going to be coming out. So exciting!
I mean, I can't wait to see it. I'm very excited for it.
Stoked.
It's going to be awesome. So be on the lookout for that. You'll be like, I know her. That's that girl that gets interrupted all the time.
No, don't feel bad. Oh, Joe. Onward from the comment.
Exactly. That's probably Jason who says it all the time, so I don't care about his opinion.
No. He's too busy doing his skincare.
We love you, Jason. Hey, so listen, we will see everybody next time on Balancing Act Podcast.
Look for the Balancing Act Podcast every week on your favorite podcast platform. New episodes drop every Tuesday. Thank you for being a part of our audience. We appreciate you.